Hey everyone, this is a Google Sheets tutorial on how to use the split function. And what the split function does is it enables you to look at a string of data and split up that data based on whatever trigger that you tell Google Sheets to split it up on. So for that to make more sense, I'm going to use this example of taking a paragraph from a site I like called Instructables. And this is just randomly selected from an Instructable that I actually enjoy. I didn't create it, but it's a cool Instructable. I'm going to copy this paragraph of data, or in this case text, and I'm going to paste it in cell A1. And if we wanted to determine which words existed within this text string, we would want to split this up every time a space occurred. So this is a perfect example of when we would want to use the split function, and we do that by hitting equals split open parentheses, and then you can either type in text here or you can reference the cell with the text that you want in question, and then you push comma and then you include the delimiter, and that is another word for like the trigger that you want to split on. So in our case we want to split on the space, so we denote space by hitting quote space quote, and then to close out the split function we hit parentheses and then enter. You'll see that the default situation here is that it kicks out each individual word in the horizontal orientation, which I prefer it being vertical. So we can achieve that by just hitting transpose in front of the split function and enclosing in the split function in that transpose formula. And we see that each word gets its own cell going down the A column. Now, if that's all you want to learn is how the split function works, that's the end of this tutorial. But if you go through this individual set of data here, you'll see that there's some punctuation. And realistically, if you're working in this, you're probably going to want to look at, like, say, a word count or something, and flare with a period after it is not going to be the same as flare without a period. So you're going to want to strip out all punctuation. And I will include here in this cell how to do that. But it is a really long formula and it can get kind of complicated, and I'll try to roughly explain what I'm doing, but I'll also copy and paste that in the show notes so that you can just copy and paste that formula, and then where I'm referencing A3 in this cell, you'll just reference whatever cell that you need to in your given workbook. So the formula goes like this: equals if error, and we want to regexextract, which is regular expression extract, and we want to reference A3. This here, and then one other instance will be where you change it to whatever cell you want to reference. We want just the letters, and we do that by this complicated looking formula here. And I say it takes away the punctuation, but in this case, this formula will actually leave in any apostrophe S's or hyphenated words, because I'm assuming in most cases that would be what the user wants. But some modifications could be made to get rid of those as well. But this particular formula will keep hyphenated words and apostrophe S's untouched. They'll leave them as such. Oops. And then here we just simply want the A through Z, A, Z portion. And you know what, I forgot to reference which cell we want to include, and that's A3, and that will be the other instance that you'll have to change in your use case. And I think I need quotes around this as well. Like I said, this is a really long formula, so just feel free to copy and paste it from the show notes, and then let me hit enter to see if I even did it correctly, and that's the case here. So when you drag down, you'll see now, let's see, the I with the parentheses in front of it now is just I. That's is still that's with apostrophe S, but the sure with the parentheses period is now just sure. And the same is true for anything that has periods or commas or question marks would all get eliminated with this long formula here. And like I mentioned, just a quick explanation of what it's happening here. This is saying extract all letters from A3 the first time that letter occurs, and then any additional symbol that occurs to the very end of any letters that exist. So this is what enables you to keep hyphenated words and words with apostrophes in it. However, this does screw up if you have just single letter words like A or I, or if you have an instance where you have a symbol in front of a single letter like I. So to fix that, we have an if error statement. So if this results in an error, we want it to go to this formula, which just simply extracts any letters that exist within the word you're referencing. So this will catch all single letter words. So like I said, this could be a tutorial in and of itself, and I probably will follow up with an Excel tutorial or a Google Sheet tutorial on regexextract. But for this case, you can just go in the show notes and copy it. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this helps. Please subscribe.